Life has a way of teaching lessons with humor, wit, and a sprinkle of sarcasm. Today, let's hear from the wisdom of an old Italian, filled with clever insights that'll make you chuckle and maybe even nod in agreement. If you want to live a long life, take a nap after every meal and argue only when you're right so rarely. When life gives you lemons, put them in your wine and pretend you're fancy. Don't worry about old age. It's a privilege, but the wrinkles are just extra decoration. The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. Eat well, laugh often, and yell at the television during football. Why chase success when you can chase a good plate of spaghetti instead? Marriage is the art of arguing over who forgot the garlic in the sauce. If you have wine, you don't need much else except maybe more wine. A wise man learns from his mistakes. A smarter man hires someone to make the mistakes for him. Never trust a man who doesn't eat carbs. Life is short. Eat dessert first, and then argue about who ate the last piece. The road to happiness is paved with fresh pasta and a little sarcasm. A day without laughter is a day wasted, but a day without coffee is unbearable. Love makes the world go round, but espresso keeps it going. The grass is always greener where there's better olive oil. Patience is a virtue, but so is a perfectly al dente spaghetti. Life's biggest question isn't, why are we here, but who's cooking dinner? The secret to a happy life is a full stomach and an empty complaint box. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, especially if it involves cheese. A good life is like good wine. It takes time and an excellent corkscrew. Don't waste your energy worrying. Save it for stirring the risotto. An Italian never loses their temper. They just temporarily misplace their patience. If you can't fix it with basil and garlic, it's not worth fixing. In life, there are two things you can always trust: your grandmother's advice and your nose for good food. Nothing says, "I love you" like a plate of lasagna and a side of sarcasm. The shortest distance between two people is a shared plate of tiramisu. A true Italian doesn't cry over spilled milk, but might shed a tear over burnt pizza. Life is too short for bad wine and boring conversations. The trick to happiness? Never argue with a hungry Italian. Some people chase money, others chase happiness. Smart people chase good coffee. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy gelato, and that's close enough. Good manners are important, but never more important than good food. The best way to solve a problem is over a bottle of wine and some loud opinions. True wisdom comes from knowing the difference between oregano and thyme. An Italian will forgive anything except overcooked pasta. If you don't have something nice to say, at least bring cannoli. Life without pizza is like a day without sunshine, utterly pointless. A wise Italian once said, "If it's not cooked with love, it's just calories." The family that eats together stays together, especially if there's wine involved. Life's too short to drink bad coffee or argue with fools. A good friend brings wine. A great friend brings wine and leaves before dessert. You don't need a silver fork to eat good pasta, but it helps. If you're going to be late, at least bring dessert. A house is not a home without the smell of fresh bread. Life is like a pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. Never trust someone who says they don't like garlic. They probably don't like you either. The secret to good cooking? Never measuring anything and a lot of attitude. Sarcasm is like good wine. It gets better with age. It's better to arrive late to life's party than to show up empty-handed. If life hands you lemons, make limoncello and invite me over. Good friends bring joy. Great friends bring food. The key to a good life is knowing when to eat, when to laugh, and when to nap. If these sarcastic pearls of Italian wisdom made you smile, why not share the laughter? Send this video to someone who appreciates life with a side of humor, and don't forget to subscribe for more clever takes on life's quirks.